It's actually a little hard for me to believe that aloe vera turns one today. Because when I started it, I genuinely had no idea what this brand would slowly become. At that time, I just knew I wanted to build something around emotional healing, psychology, and women's well being. The vision wasn't fully clear yet, I was still figuring things out myself. And I think this entire first year of aloe vera has honestly been a lot of experimenting, learning, changing directions, trying new things, failing at some, reconnecting with others, and slowly understanding what kind of healing space I actually wanted to create. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful souls. I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be a little personal because aloe vera turning 1 feels really emotional for me. So instead of making a typical educational episode today, I thought I'll just sit and talk to you properly about this journey, how this brand evolved, and what it has slowly become for me over time. I think when people see a brand online, they mostly see the polished version of it. They see the content, the reels, the services, the visuals. But behind all of that, there are usually months of confusion, growth, and small realizations that slowly shape the direction. And one thing that kept shaping aloe vera again and again was observing women emotionally. So there are women who look completely functional outside, but internally are carrying so much pressure all the time. There are some who are constantly emotionally available for everyone else, but don't really have a safe place themselves. There are women who keep functioning through anxiety, overthinking, burnout, and emotional exhaustion because somewhere along the way they got used to surviving like that. Especially in our culture where women constantly hear things like, बस adjust करो, इतना मत सोचो, तुम तो strong हो. And slowly I started realizing that a lot of women don't actually need someone to constantly fix them. Many times they just need a space where they don't feel emotionally judged. A space where struggling does not immediately become weakness. And I think somewhere in between all these observations, aloe vera itself also started changing. So initially, I thought it would mostly stay focused around psychotherapy, emotional wellness, and conversations around healing. But over time, I started noticing something very important. Emotional stress does not stay limited to the mind. You can actually see the effect of stress, overwhelm, and emotional survival patterns in the body too. Body tension, fatigue, nervous system exhaustion, emotional heaviness sitting physically inside the body for years. And that realization genuinely changed the entire direction of aloe vera for me because I stopped seeing healing as only talk therapy. I started understanding healing more holistically, mind and body together. And from there, aloe vera slowly expanded into different forms of support. Right now, my core service is still one on one emotional wellness and psychotherapy based sessions where I work deeply with emotional patterns, anxiety, overthinking, nervous system responses, and healing work in a much more structured way. But alongside that, I also started integrating body based healing services into aloe vera as well. Hijama, the cupping therapy, lymphatic drainage massage therapy, body contouring, and overall mind body healing support. Because sometimes healing is not only about changing thoughts, sometimes the body also needs help feeling safe again. And I think that became one of the biggest identity shifts for aloe vera this year. It slowly became less about just psychology and more about complete mind body healing. And what I love the most is that even after all the changes, experiments, shifts, the heart behind this brand stayed the same. I wanted to create something that feels human, not robotic healing, not performative self improvement, or not spaces where women feel pressure to always look emotionally sorted. Just a space where people can slowly understand themselves with more honesty and less shame. And inshallah, I really hope aloe vera keeps growing into more healing spaces over time. Workshops, women only wellness spaces, healing circles, more mind body work, more emotionally safe conversations around mental health and faith. Because I genuinely think a lot of Muslim women have spent years learning how to survive, and now they are quietly trying to learn how to feel safe too. And maybe that's what aloe vera became for me eventually. Not just a brand, but a space where women slowly stop carrying everything alone. So, if you have been a part of this journey in any way, whether from the beginning or recently, thank you genuinely. Thank you for trusting this space. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing these conversations to grow with me. And you ever feel like you need deeper support emotionally, you can always reach out to me for one on one sessions through Aloe Vera. And for offline services in Navi Mumbai, including hijama, the cupping therapy, lymphatic drainage massage therapy, and body contouring, you can contact me on WhatsApp for details as well. You can also join the Homecoming Circle for free if you want more healing conversations and emotionally safe spaces like this. All the details will be there in the description. Thank you for being part of Aloe Vera's first year. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of your beautiful souls. Assalamu alaikum.